Hi, my name is Berta and I'm here today to meet Hercules Jones, who claims to be the fittest man in the world. Let's find out more about him. Follow me. Why do they call you Hercules Jones?
He was a kind of a hero with me, both as a small boy, later on, through the learning of the trials of Hercules and how tough he had to be to do seemingly impossible tasks. I thought I would continue my exercise regime after retirement, up to now. And you've seen the exercise regime that Mary Spencer has shown you.
Mary mentioned before something about the tool of the pioneers. Could you explain to us which tools are
I think
these?
many older people would remember it, and the young people need to be aware of it, that before mechanization, there was simply only an axe, a shovel, a sledge, a saw that people needed to use. Those are the tools of the true pioneers.
What are you here to show us today?
The level of fitness achieved by that exercise regime, which needn't, when you're older, be the way it is for so many people, that they're stiff, that they're slow moving, but I don't think they have the right exercises to help them to keep fit.
All right. When did you actually start all this, your training?
On retiring at 66, I immediately put on some weight, didn't like the idea of it, became a little bit less agile. So I researched and researched and researched, went back over 40 years and found absolutely the perfect exercises that work.
And why do you think it's important to tell your story? What do you think you can transmit to others?
Because I have lots of contemporaries who have a weight problem, don't feel very well, and it's simply lack of knowing the right exercise and perhaps the right diet. It's no need for you to slow down necessarily after 65. The way lots of people have.
So what are you here to show us today then?
I'm here to show you the results of the exercise regime I was telling you about that we follow.
What are we going to do first?
I'm going to use the sledgehammer, one of the tools of the pioneers, which they must have used exhaustively. My motto is really love, really. Do unto others as you would have them do to you. I tend to get on with people. I like people. I like company.
Who introduced to you the tools of the pioneers?
It's a part of my work. I worked in the coal mine in Wales, and those were the tools you use.
Where are you from, Neville?
I'm from South Wales.
South Wales.
South Wales.
Did you grow up there?
Yes, I did. I was there till I was 40 and then came to London.
All right. So you've been living most of your life in London then?
Yes, I came in London, I suppose, to find a new life.
Who was the most influential person to you as a child?
It would be my father. He was a very fair-minded man, a very generous man, provided for us and encouraged us to be sporting and athletic and outgoing, to love the countryside, to like long, long, long walks for hours and hours. My dad.
Did you attend college?
No,
No?
no,
Why? Why?
not very academic in school. Thought more of sport. Sport was everything. Study was not. To be fair, I don't think I'd have done a great deal more, but I wasn't very studious in school. Bit of a rebel. Might have had something to do with the fact that during those formative years, my father was away at the war when I was in school.
All right.
And we were four tough little boys, my brothers and I, and not very studious at all.
So Neville, I would like you to tell us about the jobs you've been doing during your past.
From school, I was a technician. an orthodontics technician. You know, straightening children's teeth, making braces and things like that.
All right.
I did that till I was 20, and then I had to go in the forces, like all other boys at that age. I went in the RAF and various places, mainly on SE rescue, out of boats, out of the Humber. I was a paramedic.
Oh.
Did that till I came out of the forces at 22, and then did a variety of jobs, building industry, different things. In 1963, it was one of the worst winters ever, where everything was frozen solid for a record length of time, something like about 3 or 4 months. So nothing was going on. You cannot lay bricks and do things like that in the industry if it's below a certain temperature. So I was obliged then to go into a rubber factory, which was extremely hot and extremely smelly. I found that very, very tough job. That was the hardest job I ever had.
And the best job you had?
Best job I had? I think scaffolding, especially as I was able to do it until I was in my 60s, because I was working with guys a half and a third of my age, and if I may say so, competing with them, you know? It was lovely to be in the fresh air and work outdoors and to be very fit and do what some people might think is a hard job, but when you're fit, it's like any other job.
Okay.
It's perfectly normal.
And what would be your ideal job?
Ideal job? Well, if it doesn't sound a bit vain, now that I enjoy such good health, and we've got this exercise regime between Mary and myself, would be to help people who think that because they may be 48, 58 or 68, that they need to slow down. It's not at all necessary. As long as they look after themselves and exercise several days a week, and if I may say so, follow our exercise regime. We intend to change the world of fitness, especially for people 50, 60, 70 and 80 years of age.
Ah, sounds great, sounds great. That's good, so that's your future plans.
Yeah,
Okay, so
definitely.
we will find out what you will
I'm
be
going to
doing.
do it. We're going to do it.
All right. So I would like to see the next activity you want to show us. So do you want-
I think cutting wood, another tool of the pioneers.
Good. So let's
Oh,
Hello, darling.
thank you, darling.
How is it going with your exercise? today?
Everything's going fine.
You must be thirsty.
No,
Have
not
some
tired.
water.
Not tired at all.
Well,
Thank you, darling.
I'll get back to my exercise now.
See you later.
Okay.
Hi. Well, Mary is great. She is an impressive woman, isn't it?
Incredible.
How long have you been together?
3.5 years.
3.5 years. And what is it like to have an energetic and powerful woman like Mary by your side? How is it?
I'm just the luckiest guy on earth. Can you imagine the compliment she's paid me to agree to marry? When she's so beautiful that many men would want Mary for their wife. But I'm just such a lucky guy. It's so stimulating every day. And we have the common interest of exercise and keeping young and fit.
So do you believe in love at first sight then?
I didn't, but I do now.
After Mary?
After Mary,
meeting
I do.
Okay. And what is the most special thing you have done for her?
Oh, I don't think anything special, only maybe to bring out the regime that we both researched, the exercise regime, all those years of looking back over all forms of exercise, and it really suits her, and it's what she wants, and we do it so well together. That she's in the market that she wants to be in, the exercise market. Health, fitness, well-being and beauty.
Okay, so what are you doing down there? What are you
Well,
doing?
keeping my legs and the nerve receptors as fit as possible, because you never know if you're confronted, whether it's fight or flight. And if it's flight, I can run. If it's fight, I can maybe break somebody's leg. That's it. Coming down quick.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, have a few seconds, then we do it again.
That's it.
Show them the muscle in your arm. Hi, Neville.
That's enough for today. Even Hercules Jones can get tired after lots and hard work.
Would you like to give an advice to the audience regarding the lifestyle?
Well, if it's any help to you, I've been like this and expect to be like it for many years to come. All you have to do is 4 or 5 days a week, half an hour a day, follow Mary's exercise regime that we both do. You can be exactly the same as me, even fitter and stronger. And I hope to be like this in another 10 or 20 years' time.
Great. Okay, let's go to see Mary. Well, that was very interesting. I think after all we have seen today, we can all agree that he is one of the fittest men in the world. Thank you for watching and see you soon. Bye.